I think you should be taking more risks. I'll just say it like that. I'll put it simply. I think you should be taking more risks, taking more leaps of faith. You know, because sometimes the risk that you're taking really, like, what, you're not really risking much, but it's more a leap of faith. It's more like, I'm shooting in the dark here. I really don't know what will come of this, but let's fucking do it anyway. You know, a year ago today, so like a year ago and a couple hours ago, literally that, like a year ago and a couple hours ago, I shot and recorded and fucking put out my first ever promotional video, right? And I don't know whether it's still out or not, because I have privated a few things. I don't delete everything, because it's like, I feel like it's all a part of the story, you know. But there's some things where it's like, I don't really want that on my, representing me anymore, type of thing. So, I don't know whether it's up. I'll have to check afterwards. But nevertheless, I know that it was the first. I made a TikTok account for it. I made a fucking Instagram account for it, Inkman Carden. I like, for that specific video, to, it was that leap of faith. Right, I need to start taking this seriously. I need to start actually, like, promoting myself. Because what's the point in putting out music? It's just going into the fucking void. Unless I'm actually promoting it one way or another, right? So I thought, hey, I'll give content a go. I'll give just lip syncing to it a go, outside on a street, And it was an insignificant video, right? It was a really insignificant video. It didn't get much views. I think it got like 39 likes on TikTok, which I was buzzing with at the time. I can't lie. I was there like, oh, nice. It's not just gotten like one like. Which does happen, obviously. Like, who knows? I don't know what this video will get, but like, it does happen. But nevertheless, right? It was insignificant, but it was significant to this overall story. It was an insignificant video, but it was a significant video to the overall story, because without that video, I wouldn't have made some of the best connections that I've made. I wouldn't have made some of the best friends that I've made. You know what I mean? Not even just connections, not even just people who, I now know and I can work with. It's, people who I genuinely have friendship with. For example, me and my friend Kits, he's one of my best friends now, right? But like a year ago, I didn't really know the guy. But when I started uploading content and stuff like that, when we ended up just like chatting in college, we, found out that we both were making content and pursuing something in content and in, like, in sort of like a creative, in the creative space, in the online social media creative space, right? No matter how different our content was, we still had that same shared, like, yeah, we love this, right? So, without me taking that leap, I wouldn't have this friendship that I have. He records my videos. I record a lot of his. We kind of just, we're boys. You know what I mean? That type of thing, right? I wouldn't have had that without uploading that video and taking that first leap of faith. Maybe I wouldn't have had the courage to go to the studio and meet my engineer, who is like one of my best friends in music. If not, my best friend in music. And he's like, he's mint, you know what I mean? He's like, helps elevate my sound and things, and really like push me as an artist, as all engineers and producers should do, and we actually have a song out together right now. It's called Feedback, and the remix is on the way as well. Feedback by Carden and Cabo Cana are out now everywhere, right? On my page right now. I don't want to make this a plug thing, but I can't help myself, right? I just want to add, upon reviewing this video, that if I hadn't have done that video, that I wouldn't have met one of my other best friends. I will blur his name out, actually. I shouldn't have said that. That's his artist name. This, whatever that is there, right? That's his artist name. I have a song with him. He's great. He's awesome. I've got a song on his album on SoundCloud. He's got some great music. Really, genuinely someone that, like, he's going to go places, man. You should check him out, seriously. But it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy to think about. These people that are big parts of my life now wouldn't have been a big part of my life if not for that insignificant video that at the time I was really nervous about, that I thought was such a big deal, but you know, it just was, it went kind of nothing, you know what I mean? But it was a leap of faith nonetheless, man. That's my point. As much as I'm rambling, that is my main point. It's just about taking a leap of faith and really just taking a fucking risk, right? And the first step is always the biggest step, right? So the first step for me was putting my music out, putting Dissidence out, right? That was my first song that I put out. I just took that leap of faith and thought, fuck it, right? I want to take this seriously. You know, what am I doing not putting music out? I may as well just give my hand at recording a song. You know, I can learn it. I can learn how to mix and master whatever to a decent extent and just put it out, right? So I did. So I did that. I put it out, and I didn't just put it out on BandLab, or I didn't just put it out on SoundCloud. I didn't just put it out on YouTube. I put it out everywhere, and that was a big step, right? And I had no reference point, right? That's the reason why it was the biggest step, because you have no reference point after you've made that first step. All the other steps become easier. You know what I mean? No matter how monumental it is to your success or not, they all become easier because it's like you have a reference point. You know, well, I did this and, you know, that kind of worked out. So I can do this now, and I can do this. And your confidence just builds and compounds like that with each step and risk that you take. You know what I mean? And a lot of the time, the shit that we think are risks aren't really risks. What are you risking by not pursuing? What are you risking by pursuing the thing that you really truly want to do with your life? What are you risking? Not doing it? Not making it? If you don't pursue it, if you don't attempt to pursue it, then you'll get that result anyway. And you won't even have the pride or feeling inside of like, at least I fucking tried, right? You won't even have that. So that's why you have an obligation to do the thing that you truly want to do, and the thing that you have a talent for. When you have a talent and when you have a passion, it's your obligation to do that. You're obligated to do it. You just have to. It's just something that you need to fulfill, right? And that comes with pressure, but that's fine. That's fine. Because even if you try and you fail, it's always better, man. It's always better than just playing it safe. And really, the safe option, you just go into the same destination that you fear. So why not give a go again to the destination that you truly want to go to? You know what I mean? I've kind of gone a bit off the rails off the risk, but it's still in line with the risk. I'm just sort of talking. I just really want it to sort of go non-script, actually try and talk for once. And I felt like it was just an important day and an important time to actually talk about this type of thing, you know? Because, I don't know, man, we get so caught up in bullshit. We do. We get so caught up in bullshit. And you just really need to, like, run away as fast as you fucking can from all that bullshit, man. I know it is definitely easier said than done, but it's just like, okay, that's bullshit. I can't have that in my, like, you know what I mean? You really have to be just like sort of impenetrable. I don't know if that's a word. I'm pretty sure it is, but I might have butchered that. But you really just sort of have that. And yeah. Bro, I know how crazy I must fucking seem, because I'm just this fucking 18-year-old rapper with my fucking mattress in the background, you know, stood up against the wall, because this is where I usually sleep. And I'm talking like I've fucking made $1 million, but nevertheless, I think it's good advice. And I think because I've actually made some change, and I've actually made something a little bit. You know, I've actually started to carve my path out, and it's becoming a lot more clear. And it's not just this dark tunnel anymore. It's really just a path, and you know, I've got that I'm just walking down now. Like, I know where I'm walking. I know which direction I'm going. I feel like that's worth a lot. I feel like that's worth a lot. So no matter if I've actually made money off of it yet, you know, that takes time. But it's just about the sentiment behind it. And I feel like no matter how small my proof is, it's still proof nonetheless. It's still proof nonetheless. And you'll hear a lot of people say it, but you just really got to listen, man. You really just got to listen and apply it. You hear all this advice and then someday it just clicks, but you got to make it so you don't want it to click too late. And I'm one for saying, like, it's never really too late to start and to go for your dreams, but like, you don't want it to click at 80 when you're in your deathbed and thinking, fuck, man, should have just, I understand it now. I should have done this. You don't want it to be like that, you know. So, you know, take a few risks, make your own choices, have some autonomy in your life, and do what you fucking love because you love it, and you're obliged, you're obligated to do that thing because you love it. And that's that. I guess that's that. This video is all over the place. It's my first video of this type of thing, but if you enjoyed, and if you're interested in like hearing what my music sounds like, then you can find it on the channel. You can find it in my description, my about, whatever. Inkman Carden on all social medias, including YouTube. And yeah, take some fucking risks, man. You'll never know till you try.